Hi everybody, how you doing? It's me, your vegan goddess. That's right, formerly more holistic, but I'm still more holistic, and we all need to be more holistic, but I'm your vegan goddess. Also, here to help you and guide you along your journey. Because it's nice to have like a little mentor or a guide. Think Karate Kid, okay? Well, anyways, how's everybody doing? I'm doing great, wonderful, fine. I hope this day finds you in good health and good spirits. So, what have I been doing? I've been just on my journey and having a great time, enjoying life and learning. Every day is a new day to learn something new. That's how it is. I just keep my mind open for learning and to apply the knowledge. And also being plant-based, you have to be what we try to do is have a light heart, not to carry a lot of resentment, anger, guilt, and just forgive those when the time is right. So you don't have a heavy burden on you. So as our ancestors used to say, the Kemetic wise women and men would say, "My heart is light as a feather, my soul is innocent." So you want your heart as light as a feather, meaning you don't want to have all this anger, aggression, sadness, guilt, shame, resentment, and regret, because life, you don't die, you transform. So you don't, and also a lot of that is brought on because a lot of our times we're thinking about the past, things we should have, could have done, things people said to us that rubbed us the wrong way, envy, jealousy, feeling inadequate and whatnot. And just a lot. And we hurt people who have hurt us, people that we have hurt. We have to forgive ourselves, first of all, and we forgive them. It all takes time. You can work it out. But if you can feel it, you can heal it. And also, a lot of times people spend a lot of their time in the future, what they're going to do in the future. Or when I get to the future, I'm going to have this and I'm going to have that. And when I get that, I'm going to do this. And when I find that perfect man, I'm going to do that. When I find that perfect woman, my life's going to be like this. When I graduate from this school and I get this degree, I'm going to live here and my life is going to be perfect. I'm going to have so much money. I'm going to, as they say, young folks say, get the bag. But what you're doing is living in the future. So that's a way to self-curse yourself because you're always living in the future, living now. Now is all you have. You don't have the future, the past is gone. So just live it now and you will have a peaceful, happy life. Just be good. Be good. Be a good person and you'll have a good life. And that comes from the ancient Hotep. That's from books like 6,000 years old. And today, that's pretty hard to be good. But you can't control a lot of things. But what you can control is your diet, what you eat. We can control that. So I'm here to talk today about our diets. The holidays are coming up and we're going to want to eat all this good stuff and all this salty, fat, greasy food. Some of us, a lot of us, we get programmed to eat this kind of nasty food. But see, like I've been vegan now I first became vegetarian, as I told you before, when I was 21. I already told you my age. If you want to know my age, you have to go back to the former videos because I'm getting younger, okay? We're moving forward. So anyways, so I was introduced to vegetarianism back in, 1975 when I was about 21. And the first book I read was Diet for a Small Planet, and that changed my life entirely. I lost weight, and that's, the weight stayed off, so I never had a weight problem anymore. So to bring you up to date, I've been vegan now for 20 years. And I weigh about 162 pounds. So I try to keep my weight at a healthy weight. A lot of people, I'm not telling everybody they should lose weight, but according to the data, if you have a healthy weight, then your chances of fighting disease are better. Okay, so now today's topic, we're going to talk about high blood pressure. A lot of high blood pressure runs in our group, people that look like me. Is that what they say nowadays? That makes me laugh. What is it? People that look like me. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent. But anyways, to get straight to the point, hypertension or high blood, as the old folks used to say, high blood, or the sugar. Okay, they used to say back in my grandma's day when I was a kid growing up in the '60s, they call it sugar. So and so, grandmama, granddaddy, so and so auntie had sugar. So we call it now. It's called high blood pressure or hypertension. Now the causes of it. No, I'm warning ahead of time. I'm not a doctor. I'm not giving you health advice. I'm not trying to heal you or cure you. I'm just giving you suggestions that I have used and the research that I've come across. And this is my opinion and my opinion only. So if you like to try it out, you can try it out. It works for me. I try it out. It works for me. Maybe you would like to try it out. That'd be great. This is just my suggestion to you, my opinion. So causes is overeating. You know, we eat all the time. We don't really need to eat a lot of food to keep your stomach. You should stop eating when you're not full. Start eating at 12 noon, as I said before, and don't eat anything after the sun goes down. After the sun goes down, you can have some tea, something to drink, maybe a popsicle or something like that, or some light fruit or something. But all this hamburger and French fries and heavy foods, no. We don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Too much stress on the body. And also, when you start overeating, guess what happens? You tend to gain weight, okay? So that's another reason you don't want to overeat. You gain weight, eat too many portions, okay? And also, being vegan, you can eat a lot of portions, plant-based. You don't want to have too much food, in your body. You don't want to be underweight or undereat, but, just go by, nice proportions, about big as your fist, a little bit, based on your fist size for each portion there. And you want to also stay, especially for hypertension or high blood or sugar, as they call it, stay away from salt. A diet high in salt is a bad, no thing. And a lot of times hypertension is inherited in different groups, different ethnic groups. I don't know if it's because of the diet or the stress caused to that group due to circumstances like oppression and high stress environments, and worry and stress because of finances or family disorders or dysfunctional family members and whatnot. So now some of the symptoms will be headaches early in the morning, breathing, dizziness, blurred vision. Also this, your heart, hypertension can affect the heart, the arteries, and you can have a stroke. So, but don't be despaired. There's things that we can do on our own. Of course, go to the doctor. That's the main. Go to the doctor and but some things, home remedies, you can try on your own. Like first thing you're gonna need is a blood cleanser to cleanse the blood, all the toxins out of your blood. One that I use. Well, this is good for your colon and liver and spleen. It's got what is it? Aloe vera resin, chamomile, cascara, sagarada, chaparral, melanin, uva ursi, fenugreek, cayenne, dandelion root, and eucalyptus. It's called CKLS. You can buy it online. I used to sell it a long time ago. Maybe I'll start selling it again. That might be a good idea, huh? Yeah, that's good. That's cleanse the body out, your colon out, your blood and everything. And and then also what you can do is take another blood cleanser. Would be, here we go. Blood cleanser here, the golden seal in here. Golden seal and echinacea are blood cleansers. Take these like two tablets a day, whatever the directions say, 3 times a day, twice a day. Take these, we'll drink you some tea or some water. You can drink some peppermint tea with that. And that will help. And guess what? Another thing that's good too is red clover. Them little red clovers that grow out in your lawn? But what you can do is order it online, red clover. Or maybe I'll start selling that. That's a good idea, huh? Well, anyways, red clover, just drink that as a tea. Instead of drinking water, you can substitute the red clover tea. Don't put a lot of sugar in it. Just put in some, what do you call it once? Stevia? Yeah, stevia or agave, Some people like to use honey, whichever you like, whatever sweetener you like. If you don't want any sweetener in it, you don't have to have sweetener in it. So drink the red clover tea throughout the day. Like if you drink 8 glasses of water, drink 8 glasses of red clover tea. And some other good herbs that are good for hypertension, high blood pressure is wild cherry bark, vervan, rue, broom, black cohosh. I have some black cohosh right here. I'm taking these two. And boneset, peppermint, red pepper, hyssop, skullcap. Those are all good. You make teas out of them, drink them, good. And that way you be, knocking out 2 goals at the same time. Number 1, you be drinking your water. Number 2, you be drinking the herbs that'll bring your blood pressure down and cleanse the system out, keep you balanced. And also, some things you're going to want to get rid of: white flour products, anything with white flour in it, and white flour, cane sugar, meat. I know, you got to say bye to animal flesh. You know, animal flesh has pus in it. All that, when you cook it and all the juices running out, that's nothing but pus. I never thought of that until I looked at somebody's video. I think her name is Chef B. She's really popular. You guys go check her out. I was looking at her. She's got a really good workout system, which I'm on my way to the park now. I've been going to the gym. Can you tell? I want to show you, but I've been lifting weights. And I feel so much happier when I'm working out. When I'm working out, I go to the gym, I do my leg things and a body twist and up here like this. I feel so much better. I really do, because I was like stuck in a house. I don't know, I was doing a little bit of exercise, but not enough, but I went and joined. They had a nice little special on, so I joined, and I feel so much better. Okay, and some of the other things that you want to avoid, which I know is hard: caffeinated tea, like tea, coffee, black pepper, vinegar, mustard, pickles, alcohol, of course, and you avoid all types of smoking. And then what you can do is try to get on a fruit diet for a couple, 3 days. Few days, like 3 days, 4 days if you can. Like fruit in the morning, fruit in the afternoon. Fruit all day. Anytime you get hungry, just have some fruit or drink a fruit smoothie with some water and some teas and stuff. And that'll bring your blood pressure down. And also get lots of exercise outside. Go outside, walk around. I don't care what the weather is, fine. You can go out and walk around. If it's snowy, you still can walk in the snow. Just wrap yourself up. And if you're in warmer climates, just accordingly. Just make sure you get out there and walk outside and get some air in. And also, you know what is good for you? Yoga, because you get the deep breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You don't want to do nothing with your mouth except breathe out. And, eat your food. In through the nose. Because believe it or not, we don't really do a lot of deep breathing. The average person has a shallow breathing. You just do your little, but you do that yoga, cross some legs over, do the down dog, up dog, cat dog, the tree, all the different poses. There's a lot of stuff online. You can do it. You can do it on YouTube. They got free. You can have a friend, get a friend to do it with you, a partner, a friend. If you're married, your husband, your lover. If you're not, your best friend, your another friend. Get somebody in there to help you out and help you. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to take this journey alone. We can all go together. Okay, and also make sure you get lots of rest. A lot of things people that have high blood pressure or hypertension is that we tend to worry a lot. Worry about, like I said, the future, worry about the past, what somebody said to you or what the clerk said to you at the store or this relative or that friend or just little... I guess it would be microaggressions, because in this system that we live in, there's a lot of microaggressions, especially if you go out in some of these stores where people been cooped up because of the, the pandemic. And when they get out, they kind of like lose it, places in line and stuff like that. People getting real twisted now. They're off balance, and a lot of it has to do with the SAD diet. You know, the SAD diet. You know what that stands for? The Standard American Diet, which is a lot of salt, oil, and sugar. All your fast food places, that's all they got in their food: salt, oil, and sugar. And then you get addicted to it, and then before you know it, you know, everything's out of order. But it's no problem. We can get it all back into balance. Excuse me, back into balance. Just be patient and try not to worry. Try your best not to worry. I know it's hard sometimes, but what has gotten me into a good state is I just try to stay in the now. I don't think about the past. All the stuff happened to me. It's things I did or said to somebody, or somebody said to me, or didn't say, or didn't do, or shoulda, coulda. All that stuff, you gotta let it go. Just let it go. Release it. Release it. Okay? And then look towards the future. Don't worry about the future. Because if you take care of now, just relax and let go of that toxic diet and all those toxic thoughts, and love yourself, and, you know, say nice things about yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself and beating up on yourself, trying to compare yourself to other people and have one up on somebody. Everybody's always competing because we live in a capitalist society. And they telling us it's not enough everything. It's not enough resources. There's not enough men. There's not enough this. It's not enough love to go around. So everybody's real desperate. So they want to compete. I don't want you to have more than me. I don't want you to do better than me. You know. But, you know, don't worry about it, because a lot of people in the rich house with the big mansions and stuff, they're not even happy. They don't even have a soul. I mean, not that I'm condemning them or anything like that, or wealth or anything. Wealth is wonderful. Abundance is our natural state of being. The universal goddess will provide for all of our needs, okay? She will provide. She will definitely provide. And I'm saying that because I'm female. So anybody that's a male, and I didn't say God or he, please don't be offended, and please don't come for me, okay? That's all I got to say. I thank the Most High, the all in all is female. That's how I feel. That's how I can relate, because, you know, for so long, we've been taught that a lot of falsehoods. So this makes my world better, okay? So that's another subject. How did I get way off on there, a tangent? I'm sorry, y'all. Let me bring you back to the subject at hand. Okay, so like I said, get your rest, get 8 hours of rest. It depends on the person. Some people need 5, some need 6, some can, once you get this vegan plant-based diet, you don't really need as much rest as you normally do, but you still need your rest. Just don't try to stay up all night watching TV and everything, all that kind of stuff. Get your rest. Go to sleep. I usually get 7 hours of sleep, sometimes 5, but sometimes 8. Depends on what I've done and what I'm doing. I notice that when I don't exercise as much, I tend to sleep longer, but when I start exercising and keeping up my exercise on a consistent basis, my whole body feels better. So I'm sure you will too. Okay, so not to bore you or anything. And also, before you go to bed at night, take your nice Epsom salt bath, sit back and relax, and get all your worries out. Put on a nice, some incense, like some patchouli, some lavender, or not even that, a nice, beautiful, wonderful lavender candle, vanilla candle, patchouli. What's another good one? They got all kind of candles out. They got so many kind of candles, but mostly you want to get a soy candle. You don't want to get the normal candle, because they let off some sort of toxic stuff. So try to get you a soy candle. But yeah, sit back and chill, and then take cold baths, cold showers, hot showers. That brings the body down. And also sleep in a well-ventilated room. Even if you're in a cold climate, just crack it a little bit. You got your heat going on, but make sure you have a crack so you can breathe in the fresh air. The body needs fresh air. The lungs need the fresh air. So you want to keep the window cracked open. And get you some massages. Get your man massage you. And if you don't have a man at the moment, you can always pay to get a massage. There's a lot of different spas out there you can go to, and or else you can just have you a friend, guy friend, or whatever, girlfriend, whoever, a family member, whatever, give you a massage. But it's best if somebody that you love or you like. But if that's not the case, you can just go to a spa. They have Groupon. and all these little things online. People have specials. Take advantage of a special and get you a massage. Okay. Now, so just to review everything, for our hypertension, we want to reduce salt. If you can't be off of it all, the SOS, salt, oil, and sugar, you always want to try to eat less of that as you can. Basically, if you can't eat none of it, just get the natural salts in the food. That would be a big plus. I think seaweed and kelp, they have salts in them. You can use it, or just reduce just a couple little grains of salt. Also, try to cook your food fresh. And, a lot of times if you don't want to go and buy fresh vegetables, you can buy organic spinach, kale, beans, broccoli, cauliflower, all frozen. Because a lot of times the frozen stuff, they pick it when it's time ripe. A lot of the stuff you get at the stores, they picked it when it wasn't ready, and it ripens on the way to the store. But the frozen goods are picked ripe and then they're frozen. So they're good too, and they're a little bit cheaper. And a lot of times you buy a bunch of vegetables, you don't eat them as fast. They kind of rot and go to waste, but you can still eat fresh vegetables like your microgreens and your kale and things like that. But just in case, you can just stock your refrigerator up with a lot of frozen fruits and vegetables for you can make smoothies, or you can just steam the vegetables when you're ready to eat them. You always have vegetables around, and you don't have to. But make sure you eat your fresh, raw stuff too. And as I said before, when you start your meal, maybe you're starting off on being vegan, start just once a week via vegetarian meatless Mondays, or you can just do cold turkey. And stop all the animal products. Anything with a face you don't want to eat, even fish and chicken, is flesh. It has pus coming out of it, okay? That stuff y'all call juice, that's pus. Ask Chef B, she'll tell you. Anyways, what else? I think that's about it. Yeah, and also, like I said, reduce the salt and make sure you get plenty of rest. Don't be worrying, about stuff. I know it's hard, but it don't have to be hard. Whatever you say, if you can say it, you can do it. If you can say it, you can do it. If you can say it, you can do it. Yes, my blood pressure is coming down. I'm vegan and I'm not overweight. You're at your ideal weight. My ideal weight is around 160, and that's what I weigh. I might fluctuate 2 pounds, go 162. Try to go down all the way. But, anyways. But, yeah, try that. And what else? Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you about this. Oh, my God. I know it's Christmas time and Thanksgiving. I call it harvest. The harvest, because that's the time of the year. The Winter Solstice is here, and all the fruits and vegetables are brought to market, and so that's the harvest. So, and pumpkin is a great food to eat, squash. So I have a recipe. It's a pumpkin cheesecake. Vegan pumpkin cheesecake. Doesn't have any dairy in it. Let me give you the recipe real quick. The filling, you can get about 1/4 pound of raw cashews from the store. The raw cashews, not salted, raw. Soak them overnight or at least 12 hours till they're soft. Drain them. And then you want 15 ounces of unsweetened pumpkin puree. You can get it at the store. No sugar in it. Get it at the store. Pumpkin that they make pumpkin pies out of in the baking section. And 1 cup of refined coconut oil. 2/3 cups of refined coconut oil. Melted and hot. 2 tablespoons of lemon juice. A tablespoon and a half of vanilla extract, and 1 1/3 cup of sugar, organic sugar. But where I use sugar this time, which I don't really want to, but I was going by the recipe. But it's organic sugar, which is sugar. But next time we're going to try agave and see how it goes. This time I tried the sugar because I stuck to the recipe. A teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 3/4 teaspoon of table salt or sea salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of allspice, and 8 ounces of plant-based cream cheese. I bought mine at Kroger's. You can buy it at Sprouts. It's really good. well, this brand that I use is really good. But yeah, they have plant-based vegan sour cream. They got all the stuff. But if you want to use dairy, you can. I'm not going to pressure you. And then for the crust, you need 8 whole graham crackers broken into 1-inch pieces, a tablespoon of sugar, and 1/3 of refined coconut oil. Now, first of all, if you want to, you can go out and get you a graham cracker crust already made. So if you're feeling kind of lazy, you don't feel like being a Susie homemaker and going through all the steps, you can take a shortcut, because over there now they do have nut pie crust, graham cracker pie crust, walnut, because they keep it up with the times. They know that people's eating patterns are changing, so people, the marketers are now trying to keep up with the demands of the people. Because pretty soon I know a lot of people more and more people are vegans. Because when I started out, nobody was vegan. But anyways, I'm so glad everybody's catching on to it. So now what we're going to do first is once you drain those cashews, put them in your food processor. You're going to soak them up to 12 to 24 hours, let them drain. And then for the graham cracker crust, well, you know what? This time I didn't use that. I just used one at the store. And I used the spring pan and popped it out, cut it out, and put it in the bottom. And pasted it on there, and it was just fine. With some sprayed coconut on there, and baked it a little bit, came out fine. Because I was in a hurry, I didn't feel like going through the crust. But next time I'll go through the crust, and I'm going to substitute the sugar, organic sugar, with agave and see how it turns out. But anyways, you can use that. Now, basically, they're going to make you turn your oven up to 325, and then you're going to process the graham crackers and sugar in the food processor to really fine for about 30 seconds. Sprinkle in the melted oil over the top and pulse to incorporate about 5 pulses. Sprinkle the crumbs into a prepared pan. Press even layer down the bottom of a dry measuring cup. Use a measuring cup to press it down. Bake until fragrant or till the edges turn brown, darken, about 13 minutes, and let it cool for about an hour. Now, while that crust is cooling, you're going to open up the pumpkin and put it on paper towels, put one over it, and just soak up the excess juice in the pumpkin. And, kind of like strain it with paper towels. And then empty that into the food processor. And then, like I said, you add those cashews and put in that hot melted oil, coconut oil, the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, the vanilla, into the food processor, and combine it until it's real, for about 3 minutes. And you keep scraping down the sides, and then add after a while, you're going to add, probably about after 5 minutes, add your sugar, cinnamon, salt, ginger, nutmeg, and allspice. Continue to process the whole time to about a minute. Turn it off. Take your, the spatula, the little rubber thing, around, press it down, mix it up, give it a little help. And then add the cream cheese, the vegan cream cheese, and process until it's very smooth and creamy. Around, scraping the sides until it looks like ricotta cheese. And then pour the filling into the cooled crust. Refrigerate it from 6 up to 24 hours. And then you unmold it, man, oh man. And this is what you get. This is what I made. Look at it. Vegan pumpkin cheesecake. I'm telling y'all. It's good. It is so good. Look at that. And it's got the tang of cheesecake and everything. It is so good. It is so good. Well, try that recipe and see how you like it. And tell me if you like it or not. But yeah, stay happy. Be good. Be good. Be good. And you'll have a good life. Be obedient. And you'll have a good life. You will. Well, And also eat plenty of fruits, organic if you can. Pears. I like these little small mini apples here. They're really crispy. I like that. I love the apples like that. Really good. It's just simple things. You don't always have to go and make it elaborate and put it in the food processor, make a smoothie. I know sometimes I get tired of doing that. I don't feel like, oh, excuse me. You know, sometimes you get lazy and you don't want to make a smoothie and clean it all out. So just eat the fruit and make sure you chew it until it's sloppy. Probably about 50 times. So it's liquid in your mouth. Keep chewing. And anyways, and this stuff is good too. It's who's it by? It's a new great taste live soda. It don't have any sugar in it. It's lemon lime. It's got probiotics in it. I've been drinking it a long time. It's really good. It's really refreshing. I love it. I really do. I know sometimes when you're vegan, you miss all those sugary things like soda. Especially if you're a sugar addict like I used to be. And take a little sip of this. I know I shouldn't have had that. Anytime you don't mix liquid with your diet, you either drink it 30 minutes before your dinner or about an hour after. So that was a no-no. But anyways, I just had a little sip. But okay, family, I don't want to hold you up, but I'm here and I'll pass that information on to you. And if I come across some new research, I'll share it with you. And just make sure you meditate. And you know, the spirit is healthy. I am healthy. I am with the spirit. The spirit is healthy. The spirit is our health. I am the spirit. I am healthy. Just say that. I am blissful. I am blissful. I am blissful. If you're feeling low and down, just try that. And also, you know what? A lot of things people do to you or you do to them, you know, all you can do is apologize and move on. Some things are deeper than that, but little stuff, you know, the microaggressions, you just know the person is in a low state. You know, they're in a very low state. So you just try to overlook it. No, sometimes it gets to be bothersome. But anyway, stay happy as you can. Smile and eat your healthy food and do the best you can. And like I said, get your exercise and stop that salt and you'll feel so much better. Okay? Thanks for tuning in. I love you. Take care. Bye-bye.